Hello, gorgeous human. I am Jyoti, your spiritual bestie and your spiritual guide, and today I'm recording from my dog's bed because she needs extra love as we have eclipse today, and as humans, animals also feel very sensitive to these energies. So I need to give her extra love, and she wanted my company. So I'm here with her, and in today's video we are going to be talking about that it is okay to feel different, and before I do that, I hope you're being gentle with yourself, you're being kind with yourself, and you're resting, like getting adequate amount of rest, because it's really important, like adequate amount of sleep, proper nutrition, enough water, and sleep is so important. And also with eclipses and all, you gotta get high on self-care, get a very high on self-care. Also, about the video, that it's okay to feel different. So how I have been, like, it's been 4-5 years or even more. Rani, no, give me a moment. No, baby, it's okay, you can rest. What happened? What happened? Just give me a moment. What happened, baby? Ranu, my bacha, my baby, what happened? What happened? What happened? You're not liking Moon? You're feeling ill? Do you need medicine or do you need love? Okay. Yeah, let's begin. So, it's been 4, 5, 6 years, 2020, 4 years, and even before that, I was like of creativity, since 2017. I could feel that something is opening inside of me. It was not fully happening, but I knew, because I started to paint a lot. Like one time I was meditating, it was my first time I was looking at a candles gaze, like candles light. That was the first time I meditated like that. And after some time I imagined a crack open in my third eye. Like it was loud enough that I could hear it. I could feel as something cracked, and then after that I slept for like a lot of time, and I was like, okay, I need colors. And then that's how, like, I'm talking in 2017. And then after that, so I started painting. I would paint for like a lot of time. Like I have never felt like I could be this disciplined towards anything, because I wasn't like disciplined towards my studies. But when this happened, no, I became like really disciplined towards painting. And before this, I have never painted. It was 2017. I was 22 at that time. I had never painted. I had no interest. I did met somebody, and that woman paints a lot, very good. And then I was just fascinated, like, wow, that's such a beautiful art to have. I was very fascinated. And then a year or two later, I was getting, and I bought like those simple drawing books and colors, and I would paint. I would see YouTube video and I would learn, and like I'll paint basic. And but because I was so disciplined, my gift started to open a lot. And so when we begin this journey of creativity, of self-care, of spirituality, we become very different. I'll tell you why. Because I'll give my example again, and you can relate to yourself. nobody, like I grew up in my family, when they are feeling stressed, what are they doing? They are eating food. They are numbing that stress through food, junk food, through sugar, like high, super high sugary foods. Okay, and not one day, it's, I grew up seeing that everyone is doing that every day, every moment. Someone is feeling angry, what they are doing, they are like taking it out in a very wrong way, in a very abusive and harmful ways. When someone is, like, okay, if I did something and it upset somebody, what are they doing? They're giving silent treatments. There is no healthy communication. Silent treatment. If someone is feeling nervous or they are feeling underconfident, what are they doing? Again, like some or the other, like maybe food, maybe drinking, maybe gossiping. It's very unhealthy coping mechanism. The way to deal with all these feelings were very different. So like the way they were doing it was very different than who I am right now. But when I grew up seeing that, I was doing that, and then when my spiritual awakening happened, my creative gift started to open, and I became very disciplined around them. I became very disciplined about my spiritual gifts, my self-care. Oh my god, self-care is big role, because you know what, if I have a video called what is self-care, in that video you could actually understand what truly self-care is. But caring for yourself means caring how you feel, right? So when you care how you feel, okay, I'm feeling anger right now, and anger is a cover emotion for fear and pain. If you dive deep into anger, there is like some kind of pain, some kind of sadness, and some kind of fear, right? So like, okay, I'm feeling angry that this person did not call me back. But if I were to dive deep into this, oh my god, if this person did not call me back, I'm feeling fearful that they may leave me, and then I would feel like very abandoned, how I felt when I was a child, when my parent left me or something like that. And it gives me immense amount of pain, because I believe that I'm not worthy of love and connection. So that fear of not calling that anger towards someone not calling you back is actually the pain, that okay, the painful belief that we are holding, that we are not worthy of love, we are not worthy of connection, that is getting triggered. And that's a false belief, that's a false belief. That's why it's giving us pain. So anyway, so when we care for our emotions, we find healthy ways to deal with them. So journaling, having a safe space, like going for support to therapists for one-on-one sessions. You can book a one-on-one session with me also if you connect with my energy, and you don't have to go do it all by yourself. You can take my support. I'm here for you. And pray, God will guide you to right people, and all the beautiful energies, unseen energies of the universe are with you. So you can take their help, take their support. So I started to become very disciplined around my self-care, and no one in my family is, okay? They are all avoiding themselves. They were all avoiding themselves. I grew up seeing them avoiding their emotional health, avoiding their physical health, and like no beauty. Like my mother would be like, what's the point of decorating a room, getting a new colorful bed sheet? What's the point of it? You have one, you use it. She would like use a bindi. She would use one bindi for like 1 week and 2 weeks, and all these poverty and like all these patterns are not good. They're really not good and not healthy. I'm not saying that you become overspender, which is also the result of when you live like that. You start to overspend because you're like, okay, I'm not worthy of keeping this money and all of that. But all these patterns really not good. And whenever I get ready, I wear like different clothes every day. I find a way to wear something different. I find a way to to get what I want. I find a way. I never quit. I pray I tell God that I'm not available for this not happening. There is no way what I want is not happening. I am not available for that. I want this, and you are going to create a way for me to have it. Period. I pray, I get disciplined and all of that. But at home it's not like that. It was very different. So when you become like this, you start to pray, you start to self-care, you start to take care of your emotions, you find a healthy way, you get support. At home everyone just avoid their emotions and they don't want to improve and all of that. So when we start to do that, we start to feel very different from them, and then there is this feeling of separation and loneliness starts to kick in. So it is okay to be different. Have you seen me, like, in every video I wear something different, and I'm using the example of wearing something different right now because that is what coming in my mind. But when I say like it's okay to be different, it's okay to be different. So also I can use the example of eating. How I grew up like people eating a lot of unhealthy food, but I changed my diet into 2019. I started to eat more vegetables. Sattvic movement, if you know Subha Surf and their Sattvic movement, their recipes, like super pure whole food. And now I eat fruits and like no oil, like very rare oil do I cook in. Like very rarely I will cook in oil, and more fruits, more raw food, and like one meal is cooked meal. Otherwise every meal is like from morning to mid evening I would eat fruits, and then in the evening around between 6 to 8:30 I try to eat my dinner as early as possible, but still sometimes it gets late. Anyway, so with my eating habits, when I changed them, I started to feel very different. I was like, fuck, sorry for the word. I'm eating my watermelon. If you have seen me, I cut the watermelon half and then I eat it with a spoon. I was like, what if someone sees me eat like that? That would be so weird and all of that. It would be so new. But then I was like, it's not weird, it's not bad, it's just different. I'm making different choices, and it is okay to be different. Because if you're not becoming okay with, appearing different in the eyes of others, then you will fall back into that same pattern, same old habits, because you want to fit in, you want to feel like you belong. But you do belong. You do belong regardless of if you have those people in and around you. Like, for years I had nobody who was like having the habits that I am. I do had a lot of people on internet that I was seeing, like, okay, like I was learning from them. I'm like super grateful for internet, for connecting me to, like, for getting me right guidance through other people, through their videos, through their books, through their courses and sessions. I'm really grateful. So anyway, I was feeling very different, and then there was times that I did wanted to, I would stop doing these habits, and I was like, what's happening? Because that subconscious fear of being alone because I'm doing something different and nobody would wants to be friend with me, I will never find my people, that would kick in and I would go back to my old habits and patterns. But now I'm so fucking solid. I'm like so solid. I'm like, I'm okay with being different. I am okay with being different. So if in your family, you grew up in like where people were not having good relationship with money, and if you want to be rich, you have to be okay with being different. Being different is not a crime. In fact, it's a very beautiful gift. If everyone's like, of course, if someone is fat, okay, and I'm not here saying that being fat is wrong. No, I feel like some bodies, their natural body type is fat and they can be very energetic. I've seen a lot of women who are fat but they're super energized, and they work out every day, they dance and amazing. So it's not about that fat is wrong, it's just like if it is not in alignment with you, you know, if the result of being fat is because you're eating a lot of chips because you feel sad and you don't know, or you're going through like some heartbreak, and that heartbreak, it's been 5-6 years, you're not able to get over it, and because of that pain you're just eating a lot of crap and you are avoiding your body, and that's a passive way of dying. When you start to avoid yourself, some people just go die, and there is passive way of dying when you avoid and neglect yourself like that. So if someone is fat and then they are like, you know what, I really need to get my health proper, I want to get better. So now what they will have to do, earlier they would sleep with a bag of chips and cookies, like they will sleep while eating chips and cookies. Now they will have to change that, they will have to sleep with reading right book that keep them disciplined. And when they would wake up, their first thing to do is go on social media and watch the picture of their exes. But now, because they know they want their mental health right and they want to start a day in a very healthy way, so when they wake up, they go drink water and they take fresh air, they breathe, they go out and they breathe the fresh air, and they pray that God guide me, what my next, like guide me through my entire day, so that I can make choices that support me in my well-being, my emotional well-being, my physical well-being, my spiritual well-being. And then throughout the day they make sure that, you know, they are and they prepare food in advance, you know, like healthy food in advance, so that, you know, when they are hungry they know they have something healthy, and their old cravings that, you know, are like, you know what, eat burger and all of that, they don't take over. So they start to prepare and everything. So what they're doing right now is making different choices. And yeah, some people, we can care about, like, you know, what people will think and all of that. What I learned from somebody was, that woman is amazing, I really love her. She was talking about how, you know, if today, if you need money, and there will only be 1 or 2 people that may come to help you, but otherwise there will be nobody. And why do you still care what other people are going to be thinking about you, you know? And that really opened my eyes. And trust me, some people will like you and some people will not like you. Some people will like you and some people will not like you when you do different things. Like if I dress in a very different way, when I go out, some people like it, some people get really inspired by it, some people like really don't like it, they make faces, they make fun of me or things like that. So, and this realization really helped me, like some people are going to be liking me, getting inspired by me, be happy for me, but other people are not, and I'm okay with that. I'm completely at peace with that. I don't want to people please, you know. We can't make everybody happy, that's true. Our choices, and as an artist, as somebody who is, because when I say spiritual, like as an artist or as a spiritual person, because our spirituality opens our creativity, you gotta be, it will evoke something in other people. Your choices, the way you look, the way you dress, the way your choices, your self-care, it's going to evoke something in people, you know, whatever they are hiding and suppressing within them, and that's okay. And you will also find your tribe, by the way, when you be fully authentic you, which is creative and which is like someone who practice self-care a lot, you will find your tribe also. Okay, so let me know how this message helped you, or how can I, you know, dive deep more into it. I love you. I'll see you in another video. Check out my one-on-one sessions and my earring shop, and I love you.